I'm excited about today. I have to say, I'm really excited about this country. The country we're going to be learning about today is South Africa. There it was. There it is. It's South Africa, and I'm really excited because growing up, I got to hear a lot about missions in South Africa because my family are some friends with some missionaries there. So we're going to hear the first Go 360 video, and then we have a really special video from my personal friend today.
Hey everyone, welcome to Go 360. I'm your host, Allie. Today we are going to South Africa. This country is home to almost 50 million people and has a lot of exotic wildlife. Out of those 50 million people, half are under the age of 18. That makes for a lot of kids running around looking for things to do.
In the culture here, children are seen and not heard in a lot of places. They're not given a lot of attention, they're not given a lot of toys, a lot of activities to do. There's not much to do here. They spend their days doing chores, taking care of younger siblings, just walking around with no toys, not much to do.
Missionary Laura and her husband Earl have a very exciting ministry in Africa. They travel to different churches and communities to hold kids crusades. Oh yeah, and let me tell you, it's a big deal when they roll into town.
We walk into a community with jumping castles, they're called here, puppets, costume characters, music. That is so exciting. I mean, that is one of the most exciting things that could happen in the course of a year for some of these communities. And on the first day when we arrive, they're a little bit curious what's going on, what's happening. By the second day, the children are waiting for us, waving and shouting and giving us a high five as we're coming in. We are bringing a little bit of a break, a little bit of a joy. It's like going to Disney World, if you will, on a family vacation, because we're coming in with something totally different, something totally new, and just for them.
When they arrive into town, they immediately get to work setting up the stage and sound system. Once everything is ready to go, they welcome in the kids. They teach them fun songs with hand motions and dancing. Hey, you might even do some of the same ones in your church. After praise time, they teach children about God and salvation. Many of the kids in Africa have never heard of Jesus, so Laura and Earl make sure they always ask if anyone would like to have Jesus in their hearts. Once everything wraps up, every kid gets a booklet and a piece of candy to take home. That may not sound like much to you, but candy is a rarity in Africa, so it's a big deal if someone gives you a piece.
Ministry to children in Africa is vitally important because this is the future of Africa. And if we can reach the children today and put in them a love for God and the gospel message, when they grow up and they become teachers, doctors, politicians, leaders in their communities and even of their nations, we can then see the countries of Africa be changed and turn towards the things of God because we have put that message in the children today.
Next time you're jumping in a bounce house or popping a piece of candy in your mouth, I want you to remember the children of South Africa. Pray that Laura and Earl will reach all of the children there with the message of Jesus. Oh yeah, don't forget, Go 360.
Well, hi there. My name is Ed Corbin, and my good friend Jill Weiss, the daughter of George and Debbie Roebuck, contacted me and told me that today at Praise Center, you were going to talk about South Africa. Jill knew that I was a missionary in South Africa for 23 years. And during the time that I was there, God helped us to minister to thousands and thousands of children. And we did it with the help of this little guy right here. There he is, Buddy Barrel. Do you know what Buddy Barrel helped us do in South Africa? We had a property, about 50 acres. It was called Jackson's Ridge. And on that property, we developed a camp. And so we wanted to have horse riding at our camp. And so Buddy Barrel came with some BGMC money given by boys and girls just like you, and we purchased horses that we had on our camp, and we taught South African children how to ride a horse. We thought it would be nice to teach archery but we didn't have any bows and arrows. And so Buddy Barrel came with BGMC money, and we bought the very best archery equipment that you could buy anywhere in the world and had it there at Jackson's Ridge and taught South African children how to shoot a bow and arrow. Why, there even came a time when we thought, wouldn't it be nice to have some guns, some pellet rifles on the property, and we could have a shooting range. And so Buddy Barrel came along with some BGMC money, and he helped us to buy pellet guns, and we built a shooting range at Jackson's Ridge. And then on a camp property, you need all sorts of recreational activities on the property. And so Buddy came along with some BGMC money that was given from boys and girls just like you, and we bought all sorts of things that we played with during the day on our camp, purchased with BGMC money. You say, well, it sounds like BGMC is all about money. Really, BGMC is all about Jesus. And so when you give in a BGMC offering, a missionary like Ed Corbin gets to tell boys and girls about Jesus and lead them to receive Jesus as their personal Savior. So when you give today, give big, give as much as you can, stay excited and motivated, and together we'll reach children around the world with the gospel message. We love you. Bye-bye.
All right, that was pretty fun. I was so excited when Pastor Ed made the video for me. I have a few pictures that we can share about Jackson's Ridge. It's really kind of fun to see what he was talking about. So I think we have a picture of one of their auditoriums there at that campgrounds in South Africa. They do children's camps, and they also do ministry training where they would teach children's pastors how to teach children and reach children around South Africa. So there's an auditorium. I think we have a horse. They were talking about horses in the video. And archery. And archery was in the video. There's the horse. So a couple of things that they were talking about there in the video. And what else? Oh, that's right. They have, on their camp property, they have Lake Buddy. So it was all dug out, and it was made with money from BGMC, and it purchased all of their boating equipment and fishing equipment to be used on the lake as part of the campgrounds. And I love that it's called Camp Buddy. It's very fun. And this is Pastor Ed and his wife, Sonia. They're unloading some supplies. BGMC helps with all kinds of things. It's really awesome. And then here's a picture of one of their traveling children's churches. So they have other ministries that BGMC supports. So like the first video. So this is some of the traveling children's church. And then another big project that BGMC works on around Africa is digging water wells, making sure people have clean, fresh water. And we're just so thankful for BGMC ministering in so many different ways, and I'm so thankful for all of you giving to BGMC and helping out. It's just really cool to see where God uses the money that is given in so many different ways and in so many wonderful things to just really impact the lives of people around the world. So thank you so much for giving to BGMC, and we'll tell you more next time.